Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in, welcome in. Tonight's show and tell is brought to you by my sales from this past weekend on eBay. Now, we have only 9 sales between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is abysmal. In comparison to the first 8 days of January, I averaged between 6 and 7 sales per day. To have only 9 in the weekend, you know what? It's not all about quantity, sometimes it's about quality, and there are a couple of good ones in here. So let's have a little show and tell from this past weekend. First up, honestly, is my favorite of the lot. This sold overnight. Listed this on Thursday, sold Friday morning, which always makes you wonder, did I price that just right, or did I price that a little too cheap? But I don't like to dwell on those things. This is a gorgeous 1970s flower power light ceiling light shade. Oh, I should have thrown, oh, that don't work up there. Oh well. It's not in perfect condition. It's a little rough around the edges. Fun fact about this piece, I saved it. It was within minutes from being crushed in a dumpster, folks. I went to one estate sale in November, and as I was shopping, I did go in the last hour and a half. As I was shopping, 2 guys were filling up everything from the estate sale in trash bags and taking it out to dumpsters in the front yard. So this was close to getting thrown away. Found it at the top of a closet for $2, folks. It sold overnight for $50 plus shipping. I'm not going to say plus shipping after each sale because all of my sales are plus shipping. I don't do free shipping on anything. Next up, a couple of rings. These are sterling silver rings, stamped 925. Don't get too excited. They're extremely small and extremely lightweight. They are pretty, but they weigh less than a gram. Sterling silver is, I don't know if it's at an all-time high, but it is at a very high. Like me in high school. No. Now, I got these on Dibdit via live auction in a bag of costume jewelry. Shout out Mama Bear reseller out there. I got a whole bag of costume jewelry. I think there were 12 pieces. I got it for $3. I figured these were worth listing separately. Not a huge sale, $8, just because the weight, they're so light. I mean, less than a gram. Next up, that was also an overnight sale. And a third overnight sale is this the lampshade is going to Kansas City, Missouri, and the rings are going to Lorton, Virginia. I always think that's interesting, seeing where things are going, especially this one. This is a Monster Cable HDMI THX. I got this also via live auction on dibdit.com. Shout out Seller. I think I'm saying that right, Seller. This I got for $1 on live auction. I think with $1 progressive shipping, so $2 total in. It sold overnight for $12. That is going to South Wales. Yeah, the country, folks. The country. Next up, I got a case of CDs on shopcommons.com. Shout out Rad Picker for this one. It was well over 100 CDs. It was probably 150 CDs for $10 plus, I think it was maybe 15 shipping. Very far into the profit on the CD collection. I think I still have about 40 listed. So they trickle in just about daily. This one was just a $3 sale. Blackstreet is that CD. A lot of the good ones sold quickly. Now we're just kind of selling through the low-end ones. That one's going to Augusta, Georgia. They're going to be rocking some Blackstreet out there on the golf course. Speaking of unimpressive sales, and we just talked about 3 sales that sold overnight, this one sat for about 9 months. Note to self, Betty Boop postcards aren't very valuable. I got these for 50 cents a piece. I paid for them way back in March at an Estate Liquidators. There's a stain on one. They are from 1998 to 2001. Paid 50 cents a piece. They sat forever. I tried several live auctions to sell them for $1 or $2. Nobody wanted them. Finally sold them on eBay for $4. Whip-de-doo-dah. That was the dud of the weekend. Here's another CD sale. Like I say, they just keep trickling in. This was a $6 sale. This is Hezi. This one is sealed, and that is going to Oakland, California. Or the Betty Boops are going to Oakland. That's going to Knoxville. Next up, Pyrex. We love a good Pyrex. This is not a huge winner. This is a cranberry glass Pyrex. Now, there are 3 types of visionware the standard amber glass. Then there's cranberry, which is a little bit more desired, and then there's the amethyst, which is very desired. This one is the cranberry, so kind of the middle of the road. But what set it back, and there are no chips or crack, but what set it back was the non-stick Teflon coating. That is less desired. People like just this plain glass bottom, or even better, the waffle bottomed. Where it's got that nice textured. So it is cranberry, but it does have the Teflon. That I purchased for $3. It sold for $18. That's going to Walcott, Connecticut. Sale number 8. There were 4 sales on Friday, 4 sales on Saturday, and only 1 today. Come on now, folks. Nolan Ryan signed baseball. Nolan Ryan Hall of Fame 99 signed baseball, official Major League Baseball with a certificate of authenticity through Hall of Fame Sports. This sold for $100. This is from a baseball collection buyout that I am into the profit as well on. Same with the CDs. So those are just extra gravy on the biscuit, folks. So yeah, that's a $100 sale. So that was definitely a nice one to add on to the profits for the baseball collection buyout. And last but not least, my only sale of this beautiful Sunday, straight from John Cena's closet, folks, a pair of jorts. I picked them up for $1. They sold for $8. Whip-de-doo-dah, but they could be a little bit more, but they do have some non-manufactured distressing right there and on the bottoms. But rather quick flip. They are Columbia branded men's 34. Those are headed to Head Island, South Carolina. That sounds like a lovely place. Thanks for hanging out with me, folks. Stay profitable out there.